Hey, let's check in on another mystery ball. Now, last week I bought this one, and I do think it was a stinker of the group because of all the pictures. This was the least exciting, but still, it's got die-cast metal, and for $6.99, something like this. If I got this back in the 80s, this is really comparable to the ones that I bought for $4.99 back then, and they didn't have that much die-cast metal. They had little bits and pieces. Like, I don't think the Constructicons had any metal except maybe. I remember the one little tongue that came off of one of them, and the Autobots. I'm trying to think the car ones that made Minosaur. I don't remember. I mean, I can barely. I think maybe the heads were metal or something. The pegs that would come off to fit into the other guys. But that's been so long, man. I do have those somewhere, but hey, let's check this out. So here's the SKU number. This one, and I need to make sure I make the balls numbers clear. That's why I'm writing it down right now, 5138. One of these is a dinosaur because I did watch another guy make a video and he got this one and 3 other ones. He did 2 videos of 2 each. And I watched the numbers, so that's why I'm doing them very carefully, 1 at a time instead of doing 2 at a time. I did buy 2 today, but I only want to do 1 at a time because I want to make sure we understand what the numbers are. And I don't want to get all mixed up. And I can write it down too. All right, let me try to peel it with my thumbnail. I do have a thumbnail. Let's try that. Bloody. Let's try one more time from the other side. Okay, you know what? Never mind. It goes only so far. Maybe this is better anyway. Okay, it goes all the way down. This one's a red ball. The last one I got was a blue ball, and they do have different colors, by the way. So this might be easier to do on this one because it's not got something under it to stop you. Now, I'm trying not to cut this one because, although I probably did already cut into the thing. This makes like a piggy bank kind of thing, which is better than throwing the thing away altogether. No, forget it. See right here, you get like a little piggy bank. You can put your coins in there. So that's a good way to keep people from throwing this stuff away. Mine was broke on the blue one. Oh, good. I got the dog. Awesome. This was one of my ones I definitely wanted to get. This one looks really cool. All right, so let's see. We got 2 little tokens here. Here's the Scanimabob thing. Scan me. I don't know if they're the same thing. I don't do that scanning thing. It seems like too much like Mark of the Beast stuff for me. So, yeah, I try to avoid that. All right, so let's put this back together quick. Ching, ching. Yeah. I got $1. I got $1. All right, so anyway, here are the instructions for this monster of a beast here. It reminds me a lot of the, what was his name? It was a Pretender guy I had. And he, was it really? Yeah, I think it was a Pretender. No, it could have been a Headmaster. I just remember he folded down the head. It was very similar to this. They should always show you how to make it into something else. Like this becomes something for some weird 3 thing, like 3 things together. So you can turn it to like a arm for a monster thing. I don't know. I think it's kind of strange they're trying too much with that. Just make it good, man. Don't try to make too much out of this. That scorpion, man. I really want that scorpion. So the dinosaur one is the other one I got. I'll do that one later in a different video. All right, so this is the one I got right here. It doesn't give names for these, so I just had to make one up. Like, I think I made him Yellow Earth Mover. Isn't that a clever name? Here are the other ones. Now, I did see they had you don't just go, oh, well, you know, I was so lucky. Thankfully, I had a list with me. So I almost, when I first grabbed the ball, it was the one I already had. And then I grabbed another, like another one I already had. It was like, I only have one. And the first 2 I grabbed out of the box were that one. I think somebody already went through and got all the really cool ones out and left that one in there. Because that would be my least favorite one. I want that scorpion, though. And I don't know what the number is. So do you know where a Discord is or whatever those things are where people go and, you know, share the little numbers and stuff? Because there's certain ones I definitely want to hit. I don't really want the car. So the guy that opened his, he got both the red car and the blue car. And I'm like, nah, I'm not digging those that much. So That is kind of cool though. That thing is. But this one is one of my favorite ones as far as it looks. Now he is in some rough looking condition. Let's see. Rough. Get it? Rough looking condition. Let's see if let me see what the picture looks like so I can get an idea for what he would look like. All right, there he is. This one right here, except mine's a different color. I think they do 2 colors of each one. I think that one's the one I have right there. Okay, so here's the picture of it. Okay, I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, so there's a tab here. So, okay, I thought his head is upside down. Well, that looks better, but the legs are looking like they're oriented for this way. I could be wrong. Hold on. I can't tell. All right, so I think, let me turn the little doggy legs the right way. I think this is dog mode, and the dog mode looks really cool. I like it. He's got a mouth that opens. Bark, bark. Look at that. Hope it's not too bleached out by the light above. He has definitely got some cool features here. Now, where's his metal out on him? Okay, I think and I'm probably one of the worst ones at this. I think this sounds like it's metal. Oh, that head's pretty much, I'm sure that's, not 100% sure now. All right, so let's try to transform him into animal mode. So, all right, so here's doggy mode. And it shows to put the legs straight and then put them up. So that's going into that weird mode. So, I don't know. I'm gonna just try to make it look like the robot thing on there. So the head right here, the doggy head, folds down into his chest. So just like the other one, he's got a pretty big chest. That head on the inside, it's turned a certain way. Oh, it does move. Okay, I wasn't sure if it moved at all. So it is actually able to be moved. Here's his fist. Now their fists are tiny on these. Like this guy right here had these tiny little fists. Okay, so we fold this under, let his fist show. He doesn't have a weapon, which I'm fine with, because like in my universe, I mean, I don't really think they need weapons. I like them, but I mean, honestly, let's be honest. They could be shooting lasers out of their eyes for all of, they're robots basically. The head doesn't seem to lock into place though. That is kind of a eh. He's got some big chest going in right there. Now this, I thought his legs, they came up, these little plates right here. Like this. It comes forward for a reason, but I don't think that's, I think it just does it. I don't know why. All right, hold on. So we got this and the chest, the dog part right here. And he just has toes like that. Okay, I thought maybe he had to turn it around to make the feet come out that don't have toes. Maybe he likes his legs a little bit more straight. His tail, let's fold that up. All right, so here's robot mode. I know it's not much to do, but I like the way he looks anyway. I don't like him so much in robot mode. His dog mode looks really cool though. All right, let's put him back in dog mode. There we go. And that does lock into place there. Man, I like that. It looks like the Zoids, the wolf one. Now, a dog's back legs, don't they go move forward? Yeah, if you turn it around, his tail has to go up. So if you turn around this, that's not going to be his tail. That's going to look like something bad. All right, so I'm trying to move the legs as forward as I can. All right, so there we go. I like that. I like that a lot. That's a really cool one. All right, so it says 01 on the top. I don't know if that means 01 anything particular. Does this one have a number? So I didn't know if they had numbers on them to kind of distinguish their, like, he's number 1 out of 250 of these or whatever. And there's something written on there, but I cannot read that. All right, this looks pretty good. So guys, let me know if you picked up one of these. And I got mine at Hobby Lobby for $6.99. Now somebody told me, I think Gochutron said that he saw them on somewhere else. Now I haven't been on it. I used to, of course, you know me, I loved AliExpress until the whole war started. Okay, here's a fist coming out of his butt. So I'm guessing that's why he turns into this weird looking, that's supposed to be an arm, and I guess that's his hand for it. Yeah, look, he also folds up. There, it's out of sight. It's stupid. I'm not using this as a hand like that. That just looks strange. The way they got it right here, that's supposed to be an arm. Nah, that ain't gonna happen with me. That looks really good though. I like that a lot. Now the only way I can figure out how to figure out which one of these parts is metal is maybe to put them in the freezer, and if I touch something and it's cold, it must be metal. That's all I can think of. I am terrible at figuring out metal. The way the paint is on this, it makes me think this is metal, because see how the paint pulls right there? It wouldn't do that for plastic. They would be not painted for plastic. And the way, okay, so we see the way the nose is, that's the way metal and paint, like paint looks like on metal, so I think that's also metal. But see, that looks like plastic right there. Maybe there's a metal plate. Oh, you know what? That blue part is a metal plate. It is separated, because I was like, at first I thought this was metal, but then this is not metal. Well, it's not. This is plastic. That's paint. This is a painted metal part. And the hind legs, I was thinking this was plastic, and that's why it's not really attached to this. There's just that certain look. I mean, from playing with Hot Wheel cars all my life, there's a certain look to whenever there's a sharp crease and there's like that paint that pulls there. You can just tell. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, hey, thanks for looking at this with me, and let me know again if you've checked these out at your Hobby Lobby, or where did you get yours if you got any of them. Oh, and AliExpress, if you got them on AliExpress, let me know about that. But for $6.99, I'm fine getting it for this. Because with tariffs right now, I'm afraid I'd be paying more than $6.99 just to import one. All right. Have a barky bark day.